I'm here today at Cowbell Farms with my really great friend Jacquelyn Harvey. Can't wait to tell you all about her products and all about the history of the farm. So let's start out with the history of the farm.
The history of the farm is, it's newly named Cowbell Farm, but it originated as Thornburg Farm-ish, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what they called it, but my grandfather established it in 1953. They bought the property and he built 4 chicken houses, and then he did eggs for Marshall Durbin. So he was an egg farmer for his whole life. He went to college at Auburn. He played rugby there before with leather helmets and all that back in the day before it was like really brutal, I guess. But from there, it just grew to just passing down from generation to generation through the land.
Okay, so since you've been on the land, so my girl can build and do anything. She can make anything. She can, like, for real, build it herself. So what all have you added to the farm since you've been here?
Pretty much everything. Everything except for the house. The house was the only thing standing here, and so we built.
And your mom and dad built that, right?
Yes, mom and dad. Well, I mean, mom and dad and 3 children and some uncles and aunts that came over every weekend, spent the whole weekend out here and building the house for a year and a half. Like, that's just all we did.
It's the way it used to be. What happened to those times?
Yeah, I know. No one helps you now. But yeah, we have a big pole barn that we closed in, and it is 40 by 25, and then it's got sides added to it. So it's going to keep growing and growing and growing. Then I got this greenhouse behind me over here, and it was established in 2020 when COVID hit and everybody was laid off. We didn't have anything to do, and so we just built everything. We built this huge garden here, and then we've just been adding on to it ever since.
So this is a full working farm with goats and chickens and all the things. And I love the story about your mom having the vision years ago about this being a refuge for people.
Yes, and it started with my grandmother having the same vision. So my grandmother started it out, and then my mom had dreams and just this idea, and the word was always a refuge, a refuge. It's going to be a place to learn, to teach, to reinstill, to just help people in any way that we can. And so my mom didn't get to finish her legacy. She died in 2004, just all of a sudden of a heart attack. She was only 54 years old, so it was like the mantle was, you know, passed on to me. And then I ended up taking it to a whole nother level than what she had it going on. And one thing, when my grandmother died, her very last words that she said to anyone, she kept saying, Beulah land, Beulah land. And I just said, and Mom said, that was from the Lord, just because that's the refuge. It means the married place. Like,
that's cool.
Yes. So it's just like continued and continued. And then we have this little baby here called Half Pint. And sometimes on a farm, a mom rejects a baby, and you have to become a mother really quick and tie yourself down to a newborn all over again.
So we're fitting this interview in between feedings.
Yep, we're fitting her in between feedings, and she eats every 3 hours, and she drinks, now she's up to 1 ounce.
Oh, wow.
So the first 2 days, it was a ½ ounce every 3 hours, and we do stop at 9 p.m. and resume at 6 a.m. now. We do not, she sleeps all night. She's just been curling up with the little puppy dogs, and they're on the dog bed and sleeping all night.
Well, I love how, number one, I love your heart for Jesus. I love your heart for people. I love your heart for animals, and you take care of us all here.
Yes. And her mama and all the other mamas get milked down there, and so we make, well, right now we're just feeding it to her, so I ain't making nothing, but we have goat milk, goat cheese, and things like that. Not for sale. We don't really give it, you know, it's just for us that we use it here.
Yeah, but a cool little homestead
Yeah.
here. Okay, now we're inside the shop where you sell all your products. So tell us how you even got started making things. I know your mom was a big influence with that.
Yeah, well, my mom was like a pioneer. She made she made lye soap from like wood ash and like turned it into soap and started out doing that. I have not got there yet. I one day want to do all that. But the products and stuff that I make with tallow have just come about in the past 3 years, I think, and I started making it for myself because, first off, I'm an herbalist and a naturalist and everything you could think of, because I was allergic to everything on the planet. Like, I would touch something, I'd break out, so I just had to make my own stuff. So I started making my own medicine, making my own lotions, balms, sprays, I mean, you name it, and I just had to start making it from scratch. And then I ended up giving it as gifts to a few people, and then those people came back and wanted some to give as gifts to other people, and so it just kind of spiraled into that. And at the time I was doing hair, so it kind of overlapped, And then I ended up retiring from doing hair and going full-time into just the Cowbell Farm business.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that always buys gifts here at Cowbell Farm because I love it. I use the products. My husband uses them. My daughter at Auburn, she just told me today, hey, I need some more lotion and soap, Mom. Be sure to get it when you go see Jacquelyn. So yeah, tell us about, let's just pull a couple of, my favorite is the tallow, the whipped tallow.
Yeah, the whipped tallow.
Yeah, so there's several different scents, and just tell us how that's made, what it's made out of, what the benefits are.
We actually have, the whipped tallow is just a concentrated version of lotion. Lotion is a diluted version that has lots more oils added to it so that it's all over nourishing, and this is for very dry skin, acne. I mean, it helps with wrinkles. It has vitamin A, C, E, FDH, you know, anything that you can get in there, it's in there naturally.
And it's made from beef fat.
It's made from beef fat, which I render here on the farm. And I boil that down to oil, and then I turn that oil into the products. And this is only barely diluted with olive oil, and then it has essential oils for fragrance. But it is a very thick, like, I mean, it takes like a pea size, and it's, you can put it like from here to here.
Yeah.
And then it also has CLA, which is like for anti-aging purposes. It heals psoriasis and eczema at the source because it goes down to the cellular level of your skin instead of just getting on the surface. And the constitution of the oil that's in beef fat is the same oil we produce. So it makes it very, just like perfect for our skin.
Yep. So that's, you know, there's so many chemicals in our food and our products. So that's one reason I started using your products, because they're all good for you and all made from you.
You could actually eat this. I mean, you might throw up if you ate all of it, but if your kids eat it, your dogs eat it, it's not going to hurt anybody.
Yeah, and it's a great lotion, all over lotion too, the whipped tallow. And then you make your soaps. Tell us about some other stuff.
Some of the other stuff I have, some of my favorite things I guess if I was going to highlight a couple of things and then you can look at everything, is also the healing salve. And it's made with infused herbs. And they're all grown here on the farm, and then I infuse those for 6 to 8 weeks, and then we make this balm out of it. And the main ingredient in here is plantain, and it's the weed, not the banana looking thing, just for references. And it has a compound called allicin in it, and it speeds up cellular healing by 10 times the normal rate.
That's great for cuts, scars. I've used it on...
It brings inflammation down really quick. I've used it on like a red wall sting, and in 20 minutes it was no redness and barely any pain. And that's a big deal because I get like spots this big if a bee stings me.
Me too. All right, what else?
Magnesium spray.
I use it every night and every morning.
I do not make I actually buy magnesium flakes to make magnesium oil, but I haven't figured out how to mine that yet on the land.
One day.
But it is like really good for any kind of muscle tension, like stress, sleep. It actually makes you more active and have a higher level of energy, probably because you rest and you relax. So it brings down the cortisol levels in your body and everything, or allows you to bring that down. And it helps with plantar fasciitis. That was by accident. I ended up having some and then put this on my foot one night because I needed to go to sleep, and then woke up the next day and my foot didn't hurt anymore, and I was like, holy crap, the whole time 6 months of walking with a limp, and I had the remedy right here the whole time.
That's right, you got lots of remedies around. And so one of the things that's good for deodorant too.
Oh yeah, yes.
So and then what are some other things you got?
My soap is made, it's wonderful too. I mean, for everybody who uses, a lot of people want me to make a liquid soap. I have not figured that one out to make the constitution just right yet, but I'm working on it. And I'm working on shampoo bars and just waiting for that, you know, chemistry to download in my brain somewhere. But this is made with 100% coconut oil, and that's all that's in it. Like, it's 100% coconut oil once it's rendered and everything.
And then essential oils for
essential oil
the
for
scents.
scent.
And different, all kinds of different
No fragrant
scents.
oils, just essential oils.
Yeah, love the dishwashing detergent. That's fabulous. She also has tea blends for different things. So what are all your tea blends for?
Different ones. We have, like, you got chamomile, which is very good for adrenal gland flushing. It brings your anxiety levels down and everything else. 14 days of using chamomile tea flushes your adrenal glands completely. So it will automatically help. And with a combination, I have some no anxiety is what I call it. And I mix chamomile, lemon balm, and lavender, which all work the same to bring down the you know, anxiety levels and just the calming effects. Peppermint's really good for fevers, sore throats, anything like that, or just to drink because peppermint's delicious. Lemon balm's calming, soothing, and is a sedative, a mild sedative, so it just helps you sleep better. And then my immunity blend has 13 different herbs in it. It's a little more pricey because there are 13 different things in there. And I mean, there's a lot right here. So, and I don't have my glasses, so I'm not gonna read those out. But elderberry is in there and holy basil is in there, and those are very good, like any kind of immune system boosting, flu fighting, virus fighting, like it's all in there.
You also have tonics that you make for immunity, for sleep.
Tinctures.
Tinctures, sorry.
Yes. Tinctures, muscle relaxer tinctures, elderberry, mullein, echinacea, and the list goes on and on.
Yep. Also get my eggs here, and then you've got some all natural bug spray. Just the list goes on and on. One of my other favorite things though is the toothpaste powder.
Yes,
that's
tooth
fabulous.
Powder, yes, the tooth powder is really good because it's actually made with bentonite clay, which remineralizes and detoxes and pulls heavy metals out of your mouth while you're brushing.
Yeah, good stuff. And then so your daughter also helps out,
Yes.
which I love, and so she makes all these cute little, what do we call these? Fluffies?
Plushies.
Plushies.
It's called Sky's Plushies.
So cute. She can make anything.
And these cute little emotional support pickles. Just for little.
Love it. So you can also, so one thing my family, if we ever run out, they want is your strawberry glaze.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
It's great. You got some good, this too is another one of our favorites. The relish, spicy or mild, which is really good. So yeah, and then also you sell your vegetables out of the garden.
Yes.
And just the whole
A lot of
homestead
times
here.
what I do with the vegetables is they go down to 25 in Maine.
Yes.
And so Tia has some of my stuff down there.
Yeah, she's got a lot of this stuff. So if you head down to 25 in Maine, you can get it there. You can also contact Jacquelyn. You have a YouTube channel.
I do.
And what's that?
Cowbell Farm, YouTube. There's a, I don't even know if you can see that on there, but there's a QR code there and it's on the cards and it's on the Facebook page. You can, all the links are there. Wherever you go, you'll find the links to everything else.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Yeah. Go find Cowbell Farm.
And then we have cute little cups made from a local potter that me and her collaborate together, and she makes me Cowbell Farm coffee cups or mugs, or you can drink anything out of them, not even if you don't drink coffee.
There you go. So my girl's brilliant. I call her anytime anybody's sick or has a broken bone or anything like that, and she hooks me up with what we need. And so y'all, come check her out. Follow her on Facebook. Go look at her YouTube channel. She does some great videos about her products and just things that she's learned, and she's got a lot going on up here. She's super smart. So super thankful for her today and just to be able to be here on the farm.
Well, thank you.
She will probably say,
Talk to us. Are you having a good day on the farm?